Next week will mark 13 years since the disappearance of IU student Lauren Spierer. This is a case that still remains unsolved.
As our Jenny Runovich reports tonight, a new book is now sharing new details about what may have happened to Lauren.
These are the last images captured of Lauren Spierer, the IU sophomore who vanished after a night partying with friends in Bloomington. 13 years later, what happened to her remains a mystery.
Even back in 2011, well, I got a lot of information. There was still a code of silence around a lot of the key people in the case.
Journalist and author Sean Cohen is revisiting the unsolved disappearance in a new book, College Girl Missing. The book questions whether Bloomington police botched the investigation. It also reveals never-before-seen evidence and new interviews with key people to the case.
Very specifically, what the persons of interest, the last people to see her alive, had to say to the private investigators, how their statements didn't necessarily mesh with each other and evolved over time.
Cohen came to Bloomington in 2011 as a reporter with a New York paper from Spierer's hometown. In the last few years, her family gave him access to case files from their private investigator.
So I spent some time going through thousands of pages of documents and witnesses that they interviewed, and then I reapproached them.
Including people with Lauren the night of her disappearance, like Jason Rosenbaum and Corey Rossman. In the book, Cohen talks about a 3 a.m. phone call made by Rossman. He says surveillance video shows Rossman on the phone, Lauren on the curb next to him. Cohen tracked down the person on the other end of the line, talked to her and her family about the call and the case.
It turns out it was a young woman he knew from his hometown in Massachusetts, a girl named Brooke Bullens. Brooke's mother reached out to me later that same day and told me that, something that Brooke did tell her early on in those days of the disappearance. Brooke said that Corey had told her to stay off the phone, not to talk about the case because the FBI might be tapping her phone calls.
Cohen doesn't share conclusions in this book, but he hopes it prompts new interest and investigation to help finally find Lauren.
Yes, I absolutely think we'll find out, and I think now is a great time to go at the case fresh.
Jenny Runovich, 13 News.
That book, just out today, also features interviews with Lauren's roommates and her family.
Lauren's parents shared on Facebook about the author and his work, saying, quote, "I truly believe he genuinely wants to bring our family's nightmare to a close. I hope it uncovers some new firsthand information, facts, not hearsay."
We've been following the disappearance of Lauren Spierer for almost 13 years now.
It has been something that you can find a timeline of that search. So many people impacted by this, interviews with her family, and a special report we did as well. You can scan the code on your screen right now to see our coverage at WTHR.com/scene on 13.